覚えました。
It's booba time. This episode was absolutely incredible, and I loved it so much because there was basically and virtually no fighting this episode whatsoever, but yet it was just absolutely jam-packed to the brim of the cup with just information and tons of awesomeness that gave us context to so much of what's going on in the anime, and you have to really just commend that, and you have to, as a viewer, just bathe in all of the information overload that we got, but in the best way possible. But first off, the booba. We definitely have to acknowledge the booba. So our boy Denji, our Mr. He was taking his shots today of Depresso because he finally was able to fulfill his dream of touching the succulent bazangas, of which Power had kind of duped him on a little bit, which I hella laughed on as she was wearing pads and they ended up falling out. But he was able to get his 2 out of his 3 feels on the real stuff. And this episode specifically taught Denji a really good lesson about life, is sometimes the desire versus the outcome, the want versus the get, is sometimes a lot better. And I think it was made, painfully evident to Denji this episode that sometimes the getting there versus, let's say, oh, I want this pair of glasses, is gonna drastically improve my vision, right? And then suddenly I come and I put on the glasses, I'm like, I see a little bit better, but in my mind I was going to be able to see to the moon, but that's just not the case, right? So I think this taught him a lesson of sometimes the track of getting there, sometimes the fantasy of what your desire is sometimes way better than actually getting it. That's like looking forward for years to get a specific car, and you finally get it and you take a drive, you're like, yep, this is a car. That's exactly how life is sometimes, and I think that was a very painful lesson for him to learn. But the good part of it is, because of what specifically he was, which is a little hunky donk, Makima was able to come in and kind of really show him the better side to his lust and desire. And I think because she was able to kind of educate him on, it's not whose pair, it's not about the pair, it's about who they belong to, right? It's not about the bazangas, it's about the bazangas that are attached to the person that you desire. And I think that now he basically wrote off Power. He's like, Power, be gone. And now he has this huge goal, which is Makima. So what does Makima want? Well, she explained to us in a lot of great detail, but I'll kind of sum it up. Essentially, she explained to him that, hey, there's this demon that's been on the loose now for about 13 years. It's called the Gun Devil. We learned about the Gun Devil. The Gun Devil apparently destroyed about one. Basically, take the 2001 tower incident in New York and replace that with the Devil incident, right? This Gun Devil. And instead of banning aircrafts and people, they're going to ban guns, because guns were heavily used in violence, and that's kind of where this devil kind of erupted was from all of this hate and things that were going on in the world. And this devil ended up destroying 1.5 million people in 5 minutes, including Aki's family. So with that, we also got Aki's origin story, which is incredibly depressing. He's been kind of a little bit of an asshole his entire life, even to his little sickly brother. And when he decided to allow his heart to warm a little bit, his family got just taken and blown away by this Gun Devil. So now we have 2 angles from this. We have Makima, which we don't really know what her true desire is to destroy this Gun Devil, but we for sure know Aki in his desire to destroy this Gun Devil, because that's the reason that his family was taken away, including his little brother and stuff. And that's also what caused him to become a devil hunter. So that, again, extremely interesting to find out kind of what his motivations are, where he came up from, and kind of how he got to where he is now. On the opposite side, like I said, we have Makima, which basically put out there, hey, she said, Denji, you're going to be the only one who can do this. If you go do this, I will offer you anything. And when she means anything, she means anything. Denji would put it on the table. He's like, that stuff? And she was like, that's stuff. And Denji was like, bet, clap, clap. He want to go clap the cheeks, So he put it all together, and that's going to be his mission now. Again, like I said, the thing that left the hole, it's a tiny hole, is just what's Makima's motivation? Is Makima's motivation because she wants to assist Aki, and she has, I don't want to say feelings, but, affection towards him as, whatever he is to her? Is that what's leading her? Or, does she have some kind of backstory and affinity towards this gun devil as well? Was her family, a loved one, somebody or something important to her, part of that 1.5 million? So we'll probably find out about kind of what her specific motivations are a little bit later in the anime as it kind of continues to roll out. That then leads us to finding out how they're going to search for the gun devil, which is via the bullets and stuff, which is really cool. And then now we went right into where the episode ended of, which is dealing with a demon who can essentially manipulate maybe space or reality, one of the two things, because now they're stuck in a forever stairway in this hotel room. And Denji has a tiny little bit of a motivation here to go kill this devil who ate one of the gun devil's bullets, which is a potential French Ukisu from Shimeno. And we also found out that Shimeno was also the senpai of Aki as well when he started his apprenticeship in the Devil Hunters business. But overall, fantastic episode. I really loved all the information. Like, there was just so much. Like, I have like a whole entire page. I could make literally a 10-12 minute video just talking about going over the very various details of this episode. I won't do that, to kind of sum them up. And there was a lot of stuff that went on here, and there's a lot of things that I omitted as well, just to not talk about it too much. But overall, fantastic episode. Really want to learn more about Shimeno. We saw more of the partners that that Aki has there. We saw more of kind of what her motivations are. We saw a little bit more about her and her ghost devil that she contracted with. So that is all interesting as well too. And then the last thing I want to say is the OP. Oh my God, the OP. Or no, sorry. The ED. OP is amazing, but the ED is absolutely incredible because it keeps changing as things keep progressing in the anime. And the one thing about the ED is I'm guessing the next demon may, in fact, be a horse. If you guys missed it, go check that ED out. It is changed based on Shimeno and the other people in the party, so definitely quite interesting there. But I'll probably call this one Makima's Sexy Request. This has been an absolute joy to watch. I cannot wait to see more. And I love that Denji went from depresso to very, very motivated. So I can't wait to see what comes next. But this one was definitely one of my more favorite episodes out of what we got so far. I actually even like this episode more than I like the bad fight, because I thought this was more interesting for me personally. So let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comments below. As always, I appreciate you guys, and hope you guys get some booba time. All right, peace out, my friends.